Good morning, everyone. It's the Moths.
Hi.
So, we have had some really exciting stuff happening. We put out a tweet asking for some guidance. So, those of us that have young furries can just be aware of, what our kids are doing and just making sure everybody's safe. As we've said so many times, what we care about is the safety of our children.
Right. Well, and not only parents looking out, but if you're a young furry watching this, you have to know how to keep yourself safe. Your parent is not going to, hopefully, not going to be watching your every move. It really is up to you to make sure you take care of things.
Absolutely. That's a
That makes
great
sense?
point. Yeah, for sure. Because I have told my kids on a number of occasions, we can teach you the things that are important to us and we can give you the tools and tell you which decisions we think you should make. But in the situation, you'll have to make that determination. So if you're a young furry looking for places to find out more about the fandom, we want you to feel comfortable and feel safe. So having said that, everything that we talk about today, none of it is with judgment. We think
No.
everything is fantastic. Go and do it. Just if you have children or if you are a child, be aware.
Unless it's something that has to do with children. That's iffy for me. But as long as it's
Agreed,
consenting
agreed.
adults,
Legal and consenting.
then have a good time. Whatever.
Absolutely. So we hope, I know Joelle's, her biggest concern today is that we're going to offend somebody. And of course, we don't. We think consenting adults who are doing things that are legal and safe, you should feel free to do that. Love it.
Right. And the information that we're giving out today, we do not in any way condone its use against the fandom or furries. This is for information only to help you get in and navigate this whole wonderful world safely.
Yes, and actually, we got this information from the furry fandom, so don't use it against them. They were being helpful, and we are so appreciative that the Twitter has just blown up with great comments.
It's still blowing up. Which is why I have my laptop on my lap today. I still kind of want to reach out to you guys as we're doing this because it's been amazing. I know we use amazing and super cool and actually a lot, but it really is amazing.
We're talking about getting a thesaurus. It's a top 11 list, but really two of the terms go hand in hand. So we're going to say it's a top 10 list. And I'm going to throw out the first term and we'll talk about it. It is yiff, yiffing,
Yiffing,
nodding,
nodding,
with a K, knotting.
cannotting. And pretty much that's just sex and fursuits. But also watch out, even if someone says no yiffing on their profile, that could simply mean they're not interested in any sexual advances. It doesn't necessarily mean that their profile is safe. You'll still have to dig a little deeper.
Great, good point. And number 2, and these are in order, these are in order that they were mentioned on Twitter.
Right.
So yiffing was our number 1. That was the number 1.
Mentioned the most.
Yes. And actually, I had learned it from your daughter. So that was a good one.
My daughter did a lot of research on her own. I didn't realize how much until we started this list, and she pretty much knew all the terms. So whatever.
Impressive.
Good girl.
She is a good girl.
She is.
She really is. Okay. Number 2, it is E621.
And that is a site that just to avoid, it's full of things that a young person shouldn't want to see, doesn't need to see, can't unlearn once they've learned it. And I believe that's the site that allows some child
Imagery?
imagery. Yeah, let's call it that.
Okay.
So yeah, avoid.
Okay. And number 3, AD, After Dark, self-explanatory.
Yeah, just avoid it. I mean, what's nice, the people who are putting these on their profiles, they are letting you know, just if you're not into it or you don't need to be into it, get out.
Absolutely. And it's good people that are doing that. Here's another one that I learned from your daughter. Mursuit or mur. Mur.
So as far as we know, that is a suit that is designed specifically for sex.
And
right?
but it can have like different meanings, like the word sex or sexy. So, and this is my understanding from your daughter, and I trust that she's right because she sounded very knowledgeable when she was explaining it to me. So, if somebody was walking by and they were looking mighty fine in their fursuit, you might say
Mer.
"mer," which is sexy, not necessarily "I want to have sex with you." So,
Okay.
if you hear your young furry saying "mer," it may not mean you need to get really excited about that. It could just,
Be that they're finding someone attractive or something.
yes.
Okay.
And if we're wrong on that, let us know. But I really trust her daughter, so I will be surprised.
She does extensive research.
She does. Okay, number 5, ERP, RP, and DRP.
So all of those are role play, RP, role playing. Erotic role playing, dirty role playing. That now role playing can be very very innocent and it can be great and fun.
Erotic role play can be fun.
Yeah,
Yay!
not for kids. No, but just now a great suggestion someone made was to if your kid's gonna do role playing, first of all, do what you can to make sure the people in there are safe. Get to know the moderator of any chat rooms or anything like that. Do it in an open forum. And our rule in our house has always been and will be until at least, I don't know, 17 probably. If you don't know the person, just don't role play with them. You can communicate and do other things. Just don't get into that. It can be very, very touchy. Right?
We have a similar rule, and I make sure to pop in unannounced frequently during any sort of interwebs chat or anything of that nature. And then I have another rule that don't give out your personal information.
Yeah.
If I walk in and my kid's Skyping with somebody on the internet, I'm going to kind of freak out because I want to know about that ahead of time. My kids are young, and so for that continued trust, I want to have that communication. And I think that really goes beyond furry fandom. It just goes to internet safety.
Safety in general, right. And we have the same rule at our house. Let us know that there's a Skype call ahead of time, who it's with. And I'm always barging into the rooms for silly things and scaring my kids to death because they like us to knock, whatever.
Yeah, I do the same thing. And if it's a one-on-one chat, I will stick my face right into the screen and
hi. Very similar.
And it's not because we're nosy or want to invade the privacy, of course. Safety, safety, safety.
Right.
Okay, so number 6, Rule 34 or R34.
And as people really haven't explained that a lot, they've just said, avoid it. I too went to our consultant, aka my kid, and she said, just think of it like this. It's kind of, she told me the origins, but I don't remember. And she said it's kind of like anything goes, but not like you would think, Mom, like anything goes. So avoid it.
Okay, because anything could really go anywhere. So that's a good point. Okay, the next one, number 8, alt furries or fur raiders.
Okay, this one was a big deal, and I can see why. Apparently, these are, best description, political extremists that are going into fandoms with children or young adults and trying to kind of win them over and then sort of get them to their way of thinking. And it's really not welcome, and it's really not cool. Which kind of leads us to the second. They were pretty
Number
related.
9.
We did want to separate them out, but number 9, political accounts. Just stay away from them. Your kids are going to have enough drama, and you young furries, you're going to have enough drama in your life. Just wait for the political stuff. Just don't get involved.
And absolutely, you should educate yourself about the American political system or the political system of whatever country you're in.
And current events and all of that.
Talk with your kids about it. Talk with your parents about it.
Just stay away from the accounts.
Yeah, because people can get very passionate and the conversations can be quite heated. And the fandom is about having fun. So I don't think it's necessary.
I don't think it's necessary either. And, by all means, if you guys want, if you're just furries and you're having political conversations, that's great. Do it, whatever. just kids, avoid it for now, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Educate yourself and ask your parents questions and do some research on the interwebs and form some opinions.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but just be aware. Okay, number 10. This one's funny. I think it's funny. She's cringing. Vore, Vore.
And I'm not, I mean, if that's what you're into, by all means, I mean, it does kind of weird me out a little bit. But if you're, once again, if you're adults and you're doing it, do your thing.
But I have a kid that, so Vore is, let me back up. Vore is a fascination with eating people, swallowing people whole, or being eaten. I'm paraphrasing.
But that covers it.
Right.
That covers it.
So my kids will come up and say, "Can I lick you?" And
They do.
That doesn't freak me out. And if that's your fantasy, it's not blood related. Whatever, cool. But it's not necessarily for kids. So just be aware if you hear this terminology again, something you might want to have a chat with your kid about.
Right.
And then number 11, our last one, is ABDL and crinkle. And this is not necessarily furry focused. It can be.
So, we had so many terms given to us. This was just the top. And honestly, oh my gosh, the fandom, you guys came out in droves to give us this information. But
yes,
not just furry related information. You gave us fandom just in general information. You gave us artistic websites, things to look out, just internet in general, things to look out for. It was really overwhelming and appreciated.
We continue to be overwhelmed and amazed and grateful by all of you. So
we do. I know that we really need to keep this under 15 minutes, so I'm sorry, but that's our top 10. What we're going to do.
We didn't talk about 11.
Oh, we didn't talk about
ABD.
Oh, yeah. That's adult baby diaper love. So
animals don't wear diapers.
Well, okay. So some characters, maybe they do. I mean, it could be innocent. It could. It doesn't sound like it could, but it could be. You're just going to want to know if that's something your kid's getting into. It's just, once again, keep them safe.
It can be just about wanting to be nurtured and taken care of,
or to nurture someone else and take care of them. It's not necessarily sexual, or, but it can be fetishy. I don't know if that's a word, but that's my new word.
So we just want to circle back and say that consenting adults can do whatever they want, and we do not want this used against the furry community, because they gave us this information because they want everyone to feel safe who's here. So please don't twist it up.
And also, I'd like to make note that a lot of the information was given to us from artists who do we didn't mention not safe for work, but we're hoping that you guys already know that. Safe for work, not safe for work, not safe for work. Keep it up.
Or the term that we have coined.
Oh yeah,
Go
love
ahead.
it. Safe for young furries. Sorry, I forgot for a minute. Safe for young furries.
Safe for young furries.
So SFYF. Anyway, so I just wanted to just do a shout out to all of the adult artists, the ones that do adult work, and the people who are who have profiles and accounts that are adult only. They don't want your kids in there. I mean, they want to do their thing without having to worry about it. So they really came out, like, they showed up on this one, and a lot of people let us know what to look for. And we want to put a list out, the full list of everything that was given. Not sure what format we're going to do that yet. We just didn't have time to do it all today.
Maybe on our website. Okay, so we're almost at 15 minutes.
Okay.
So thank you for your continued support and accepting us as we are, and we hope you have a fantastic day, everyone.
We do. Oh, also, next video, positive resources and good directions.